Hi guys, it's Mr. Ghoul Gamer signing in to say, well, there was nothing in the other base. I checked, and, well, I didn't really check, I'm just lying. And in the unusual readings from the Citadel a while back. Also, we might want to pop back to the Citadel because there might be something new. But first, unusual readings. So in the Hydra system of the Argus Rao. Hydra system of the Argus Rao cluster. And no, I haven't figured out the DLC thing yet. Oh wait, no I did. Astroid. Alright. Actually solid, we'll go for here. Because Neveria, Ferris and Roma. Let's see what this asteroid is. Because I actually don't know, and I really haven't know what the hell it is. Asteroid 5x. Alright, let's head there. I in all honesty did not know what it was, and I did not know what it was when I was looking at it. I just glimpsed over the map to get to the location, so forgive me if I was an idiot the first time around and you were going, no, it was there. Well, considering this episode, I've recorded these episodes in bundles, yeah, you gotta admit. Alright, let's just be quiet.
Status. Sensors reveal 3 fusion torches propelling asteroid x57. At its current rate of acceleration, the asteroid will collide with Terra Nova in approximately 4 hours. Analysis. Torches must be disabled to cease the acceleration.
Hello. I heard your transmission. Can you hear me? You haven't found me yet, but I can't talk long. Shut down the fusion torches. I'm going to die. God, I hope you're hearing this.
Great, so we start off the mission with a imminent death threat. Oh, that's just usual for us, isn't it? Transmission tower, fusion torch 1, fusion torch 2, and fusion torch 3. Let's go and blow up these fusion torches or we all get screwed. Really views. The planet game big? No, it's not. So we don't have. I don't think we have any direct time limit, but still, let's keep with the theme and actually work here. Let's work.
Headed in the right direction. I don't know who you are, but I'm... Damn it. Let me go.
Uh-oh, we're getting a... Oh, heavy turrets. So it wasn't anything too important. Are we getting screwed by Geth? I was given a quick tip by my friend, also known as a hippie, which you guys saw why we left the chat in the last episode. He warned me about something, but I'm not sure what it meant or what it was supposed to mean, so I have no idea what he was actually trying to say. All I know is I've got to be extremely careful. Supposedly during a certain part, I've got to be extremely careful, or else I could potentially die. But then again, my death count is at 7, so yeah. Alright, let's see who... Oh crap.
Baterians.
Check! Check!
And here we go with the Baterian war beasts. Alright, so, Baterians. They're basically the only other intelligent race that really pops up in battle and in the game. Oh crap. Baterians have a shite ton of really powerful arsenals, and they are not to be taken lightly, in the slightest. As you can tell, their laser was able to literally penetrate my shields and overload my weapons in one fell swoop. And that's with me having really decent armor for the time being. Baterians? Yeah. Alright, backstory between Baterians. They were originally going to be bat creatures in the original game. In the beta for the game, they were going to be bat creatures. However, because BioWare could figure out how to make a bat design, they decided just to make them humanoid with 4 eyes instead. Baterians have a very strange subculture, as they believe basically all races without 4 eyes are inferior races. So they're basically the eye Nazis. Yeah, I'm not kidding. That's basically what they come down to. And whew, I was lucky I actually was able to shoot that thing, or we were screwed. Grenade storage. I need to find... I need to find something, because, yeah. Also, if you watch the trailer for this piece of DLC, this is one of 2 pieces of DLC that came out for this game. The Baterians was this one, and the other piece of DLC was a basic grind fest, according to my friend, which is pretty much what it is. It's you doing challenges to get EXP, money, you know, yada yada yada. So, let's see what's behind door number 2. Torch controls. Disable this bastard.
I'm reading that the torch is online. Was that you? Can you hear
Who
me?
is this?
Who are you? What's going on?
My name's Kate Bowman. I'm an engineer. I was part of the team assigned to bring this asteroid to Terra Nova.
We were attacked yesterday by baterian extremists. I've been hiding since they arrived. I think they know the torch went out.
What do they want?
Why are they doing this?
I don't know, but if this asteroid isn't slowed, millions of people on Terra Nova are going to die.
If I find out anything, I've
gotta go. Good luck.
Yeah, great. So we're dealing with terrorists. Well, considering we're dealing with pirates and other, you know, unscrupulous sources, I can kind of expect, you know, to be dealing with Baterians. So as I said, Baterians, basically they were originally going to be bat-like race, but since, yeah, emphasis on the Bat-arians, but Bethesda couldn't, well, BioWare even, not Bethesda. Jesus, I'm getting my B organizations mixed up, hang on.
Hey,
Oh god. I didn't mean to... Are you
What were
hurt?
you thinking?
you can't go firing your weapon at everything that moves. What the hell's wrong with you?
Sorry. I thought you were one of them.
Are you blind or just stupid?
Here's the tip. 2 eyes, human. 4 eyes, Baterian.
Bingo!
Yeah, okay. I'll remember that.
Just be more careful.
I know you're scared, but I'm here to help. Commander Shepard with the Alliance.
Simon Atwell. I'm the chief engineer on this rock. Listen, we don't have much time. The Baterians fired up the fusion torches. You've got to shut them down before we hit Terra Nova. There are 4 million people down there, Shepard. My family, they live in Aronis. My kids and grandkids. Nice communities, good schools.
How bad is this gonna be?
I don't have time to do the math in my head. What happens if we don't stop this rock?
X57 is 22 kilometers long, twice the size of the asteroid that wiped out the Earth's dinosaurs. It would be like millions of fusion bombs striking at once. Millions. The heat of the blast, 1,000 kilometers away, clothes will ignite. There'll be global wildfires. Air shock will flatten everything for hundreds of kilometers. Terra Nova will die, Shepard. Not just our colony, the planet. There'll be a climate shift, mass extinctions. The ecosystem won't recover for thousands of years. Millions,
What happens if
maybe.
it lands in water?
Is there any chance it'll land in the oceans?
That would be even worse. Tsunamis would sweep inland at hundreds of kilometers per hour. Millions of tons of water would be vaporized at the point of impact. Global cloud coverage. The plants could all die, and if they go, the whole ecosystem rolls over. I'd have to run the numbers, but take my word for it. It'd be bad.
Alien assholes.
I guess Baterians are as bad as they say.
I've heard all the stories. Slave rings ranching people like animals. Pirate bands burning colonies to the ground. But this is... The Citadel conventions forbid asteroid drops. I never thought the Baterians would go this far.
Baterian leader.
Any idea who's behind this? Who's leading them? That might provide a clue.
I heard a couple of them talking. They mentioned a Balak. It sounded like he's the one in charge. They didn't seem convinced this was a good idea, but they were scared of the guy. Scared enough to do what he wanted.
Enemy numbers?
You were on the ground when this happened. How many Baterians have you seen? And where?
They landed at the main facility. It's locked down now. They've changed the passcodes. No idea what's going on inside. I
Sorry
did
about
see
the mic.
groups head out to each of the torch stations. Couldn't say how many, though. Enough to give you a fight.
Why wouldn't they?
The conventions only apply to council-aligned races. The Baterian government is a rogue state.
The Batarians aren't stupid. If they made a policy of this, the council will declare war on them. My opinion? These guys aren't backed by their government. They've got to be working on their own.
That's still no excuse.
If the Baterians can't keep their own crazies in line, we'll do it for them.
I just don't want the Terra Firma Party using a threat to my home as an excuse to invade somebody else's.
I think that's all I need.
Baterians everywhere, and I need to shut down all 3 torches. Anything else I should know?
One of the torches is surrounded by live blasting caps. We were set up to excavate when we arrived at Terra Nova. I rigged them with proximity detectors. That tank of yours will set them off, so you'll have to go in on foot. Even then, they'll explode if you get too close. Just go slow and easy. You should be fine.
Figures.
Should I requisition a cow to walk through ahead of me?
Look, you can disable them, just not remotely. I didn't have the equipment to set it up differently. There are manual controls by the entrance to the torch facility inside the blast zone. You can disarm the caps there. One last thing. I had a crew working off-site when the attack hit. I'm worried about them. These Batarians are ruthless. I saw them smash the faceplates of guys working vacuum. And those Varen, I don't think they always wait for a corpse before feeding.
Where can your crew be?
Any idea where I can find them?
They were running checks on our perimeter equipment. Easiest thing would be to tap into the transmission tower out on the surface. The equipment stations will show up on your sensors.
They're not a priority.
4.5 million people are going to die in a few hours. Don't make me trot out some tired platitude about the needs of many versus few.
But if you see them while... No. You're right. Focus on the torches. Sorry. There were a bunch of engineers over at the main facility, but they're probably all dead. That or being held hostage by the Batarians.
One of them got away, though.
A woman named Kate Bowman contacted me. The Batarians haven't found her yet.
Katie's alive. She's one of my best engineers. She signed on with her brother, Aaron, I think his name is. He's part of the security detail. I hope they're okay.
Investigate. Excavation Terra Nova.
Give me a worst-case scenario. We can't stop the asteroid. Could the colony be evacuated?
Shepard, it took 30 years for the population to grow that large. I'm sure they're moving people to remote areas, but they'd never be able to get more than a few thousand off-world. We just don't have enough ships. No one does. Well, maybe the Quarians, but I don't see them suddenly showing up and offering us a ride.
Touché, touché. Alright, asteroid x57.
Why were you moving this thing in the first place?
Well, the idea was to drag it into Terra Nova's orbit, mine it out, and in the end you'd have a basic structure for an orbital station. It's a lot cheaper than getting everything up into orbit from the planet's surface. The minerals we extract almost cover the costs.
Alright, Kate Bowman.
What can you tell me about Kate?
Smart as a whip and bold as they come. I hope she keeps hidden. If they find her... Oh, Katie. Don't do anything stupid.
Enough talk.
Time's running short. I'm gonna go punch this mountain into space.
I think I'll make myself scarce in case any Batarians come back.
Alright, so we got side missions, but we're running out of time, so I won't be able to do the rest on camera. So you guys will just have to wait till next week. Not next week, tomorrow. Alright, so we now know that, well, we've got transmission tower. I'm actually gonna head to the transmission tower because I have a feeling it could be useful, and we've got that torch offline. I'm heading to the transmission tower. Yep. And again, alright, so I'm gonna end it off when we get to the transmission tower, and you guys can figure out what I do in the meantime. So, let's see if we can climb up 90 degrees up the mountain. Wow, they actually fixed the mountain mechanic. Alright, so looks like we're doing it parkour style. Alright, on second thoughts, I don't think we're going to get up there that way. looks like we'll have to find another way up. And I'm going to end the episode off here because it seems like a good point, because we failed miserably. You guys are laughing at me in the comments below, and I'm feeling like an idiot. So, next time on Mass Effect, we will be heading to the second torch, and then be wondering what the fuck to do about the tower. Alright, see you guys then.